Well, good morning. Good morning. How's everyone? I want to thank those who submitted questions on Twitter. And I guess the way this is going to work, I'm going to answer the questions that were submitted on Twitter. I'll get to as many as I can. And then I'll go to a next question or next set of questions. So there may be some pause in between me answering one question, then going to another question. But let me start by, here's one that says, why was the Q deal lost? And really, without going into the deal in detail, but suffice it to say, it was a good deal for the city of Cleveland, a great deal for the city of Cleveland, in terms of the details of the financial arrangements, the details of the jobs that were created doing construction and permanent jobs, and all those other things that would have been to the benefit of not only to the arena, but also to employees in economic development opportunity and neighborhoods and all those other things. But in talking to the operators of the Q, one of the major problems they had was the cost that had escalated from the time that we made the financial arrangement. As I said, it was a very good arrangement for us, and it was tolerable for them. But as time went on, and those of you who know construction, the cost of construction and the likelihood of a costly overrun just continues to increase. And by the time there would have been a referendum on the ballot and a vote, then this probably would not have gotten started to maybe the second quarter of next year at the earliest. And that would put them about a year behind. So in communication with the Q, the Cavaliers, it was a business decision on their part that the deal that we had made, that was very good for the city of Cleveland, would not work for them financially in this new world that would be created a year after the anticipated start date for them to do construction. And that's basically it. That's why it was lost. It was a business call by the Cavaliers as to whether or not it made financial and business sense to them to move forward. It was not a discussion about the deal itself. The deal itself was really a good deal for the city of Cleveland, and at the end of the day, it would have extended the lease of the Cavaliers to 2034. The Q Quicken Loan would have paid half of the debt. They would have guaranteed the debt. They would have made up for all shortfalls, all overruns, and so it was a pretty good deal. And hired about 1,000 people for construction and several hundred more people for permanent jobs. And this doesn't count the collateral benefit, because this is just not about basketball. It is about all events that happen at the Q. And the events that happen at the Q are over 270 something per year. And the only people who would have paid for the renovation would have been those who attended the Q, bought a ticket, and they paid 8% sales tax, which they do already. And that half would have went to the city, half would have went to cover the debt. But again, bottom line, why was the Q deal lost? It made no longer financial sense to the Q to continue it because of the cost.